In this video, Kevin and I are going to be answering the Would You Rather questions from the community page on YouTube for the month of November. So if you go to my main Tami Dunn YouTube page, on the top it'll say videos and
shorts and
community. It's under the community tab, and there's these Would You Rather questions. And the reason I'm explaining that is because some people don't know where to find them, and I understand that.
And it depends on where you're at. If you're like on an iPad, you can't use the app, but you can use, like, you can go to the website and it works fine through a browser, but you can't use the app.
Right.
Weird.
So it is weird. So yeah. So anyway, this is where we answer the questions and we give the percentages of what you all answered. So the first question is, every day, would you rather eat an apple or a banana?
Apple.
I knew you would say that, and I'm going to say a banana.
I've tried eating the bananas regularly. It gets old.
For me, I think eating an apple would get old.
I think any of them would get old.
But honestly, I think eating a banana would get old too.
Any of them would get old after a while.
I've tried to be that person who buys a whole bunch of bananas and who eats one every day, and it's like they do get, and you have to eat them every day,
especially bananas,
or they're going to get brown so quickly. And you're right, it gets, even when you put peanut butter with them, it just gets old so quick.
Which defeats the purpose of eating the banana.
I know, but I really do like peanut butter and banana. But I like them, but I'm not that person anyway.
I'd pick an apple anyway.
But this was close. 54% said banana, and 46% said apple.
I wonder if some of that has to do with not necessarily flavor, but just ease of eating it.
I think so too.
Banana's easy to eat.
But you know what? Another point with apples is there are so many different varieties of apples, whereas a banana, it's the same flavor every single time.
Yeah.
You can have a variety of different apples.
I mean, yeah, they're a little different, but not much. They're still basically an apple.
For work, would you rather have a flexible schedule or a fixed schedule?
Oh, flexible anytime.
I think it depends on your job.
Yeah, it depends on what you're doing.
Yeah, for me, YouTube, flexible. I work, when I want to work. I make my own hours.
If I'm having to drive into some place.
But if I'm having a regular job, like the majority of people, then I want a fixed schedule.
I do too. If I'm thinking like if I'm a cashier or a manager or a warehouse worker or whatever it is, and I have to go into that job, I don't want a schedule where it's going to change every week. No. I would not want that either. No. So it really depends on the job.
for just to go along with,
it counts on who gets to flex it too. Do I get to flex it or do they get to flex it?
Right. But for most people, let's say
a standard schedule.
A standard schedule, I would want a fixed schedule as well.
That's true.
And 71% said flexible.
Yeah.
So that surprises me.
I think it depends on who's flexing the schedule.
Right.
If it's a manager flexing your schedule, that would not be fun. But if you get to pick this, that's what I was thinking. When you said that, when I think flexible schedule, I'm thinking I get to pick when I work. Not necessarily manage. So it depends on how you take that question.
Yeah, see, because to me, I'm always thinking the big boss gets to pick the schedule, not you.
See, I'm thinking the other way.
71% said flexible, 29% said fixed. Would you rather have a job that requires physical labor or mental labor?
Mental, because I'm not doing anything physical.
And I'm going to say physical. I'm going to say physical labor. 70% said mental labor. Yeah. Only 30% said physical.
See, there's some other people out there that don't like to do all that work.
Yeah, that don't want the grunt work. At a big family dinner, would you rather eat at the kids' table or with the adults?
With the adults.
With the adults. 76% said with the adults.
I'm actually surprised is that.
I don't mind to eat with kids. Who cares?
I don't mind. It depends on how little they are.
Yeah, I just don't care. I just don't care.
If you're helping take care of the 3-year-old, then I don't want to sit there.
Oh, I'm not going to help take care of anybody, but I'll sit with them.
No, I'm sitting with them. As long
I'll sit with you. You can do what you want. Put mashed potatoes on
I don't have to feed you.
Nose if you want, but as long as I don't have to feed you, I don't care to sit with you.
That's true. I don't mind either.
76% said with the adults, 24% said with the kids. And sometimes you like to sit with the kids because if you know the adults aren't going to get along, or if they're going to be talking about subjects you don't want to talk about, you're safer with the kids. That's a lot of times. They're not talking about stuff like that. They're not talking about politics, you know. Would you rather never enjoy food again or never enjoy music again?
Music.
Music.
Yeah.
68% said music.
Yeah. I mean, I have to eat to live, but I don't have to listen to music.
That's right. That's right. That's why
I still got TV shows and stuff.
That's right. That's why the majority said that. Would you rather work as an Amazon driver or at the Amazon call center?
Dude, that's tough because I know drivers put up with some crap.
This was closer than I would have thought.
I'm going to say the call center only because, well, first of all, driving around is physical labor because you have to walk up and down stairs. But you also put up with a bunch of crazy people when you're delivering, which on the phone I can at least pass them on to my manager.
And
I don't
dogs.
have to put up with it. Yeah, dogs and people that order stuff and they literally don't want you to come to their house to deliver it. It's like, well, how do you want to get your Amazon package? Would you like for me to ESP it to you?
Yeah.
You know, because we've heard these stories before.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, definitely the call center. Although I think it'd be very stressful with that.
Yeah, I was just talking to somebody who told me that they, because it's the Christmas holiday season, they have extended the hours of their delivery times. And they said this is extremely dangerous for the drivers because a lot of these drivers are going out in the middle of nowhere in the middle of the night.
Yeah, because they'll deliver up till 10 o'clock at night or something.
Yes, and first of all, you have these crazy bandits who want to
break the cars, break into the trucks.
Yeah, pull them over, and literally they'll beat you to death over what you got in the Amazon truck. Or this person told me that you've got a lot of deliveries made on these very rural country farms where it's like Bobby Joe's got the shotgun ready when you're pulling up the driveway. Well, you know, you've ordered this from Amazon. So how do you want to get your delivery? You know, and if you Lord forbid you pull up in the wrong driveway.
Oh, I know.
It's horrible. So I'm going to work at the call center.
Yeah. Yeah, driving would be pretty tough.
58% said the call center. 42% said they'd rather be a driver. And I tell you what, if you said driver, I'm wondering too if you haven't heard the horror stories about the people being attacked by dogs and things like that. I mean, this stuff happens. It's horrible. So I'd much rather be at the call center. Would you rather drive a city bus or a school bus?
Oh Lord, both those are pretty bad. I'm going to say school bus. Well, the kids are, I mean, they're kind of going to be disrespectful, but you're not going to have the drunks and the people throwing up on your bus and the people getting crazy on the bus. And
I've heard a lot of
doing the little bump.
Oh my
on the
gosh,
bus.
on the bus?
Yeah, I saw something. Somebody was taping them. Going, I can't believe you're doing that on my bus.
Seriously?
Yeah, they were back in the back.
Oh my gosh, that's disgusting. That's so gross.
Probably a little bit of alcohol and drugs involved in that too. But
I'll say the school bus, even though I don't want either. I would never want to do either. Kudos to people who do it.
Oh yeah.
I've heard horror stories about the school bus too, about things that happen.
Especially if you drive the high school ones.
Yes.
But think about the city bus and especially like in London, when you get on, the bus driver's behind glass. What does that tell you?
Yeah, we are protecting him. Yeah, that means there's some crazy
there's
people
some stuff that's went down on buses for them to put a glass shield.
Yeah, you're right.
Up around the bus driver.
Yeah, yeah. And we got on the city bus in Las Vegas too. That was a treat.
Oh yeah. Drunk.
Yeah, a drunk. So I'll say school bus. 62% said school bus.
Yeah. Plus you're only working in the morning and the afternoon.
Yeah, that's true.
And you probably don't get paid as much, but...
Right. Would you rather be a plumber or an electrician?
Electrician.
I'll say electrician. 83% said electrician.
Yeah, nobody wants to deal with poop.
Although, I would love to hear the stories from the plumbers. I bet they've got some awesome stories.
Awful.
I bet they've got great stories. Would you rather work for a nail salon or a tanning bed?
Either way, you're going to have to clean up after people.
This is the perfect time for me to tell you something that I don't think I've ever talked about during
I would think that nail salon
or tanning bed.
I'm not very good at painting nails and stuff, but I'll say nail salon.
I'm going to say tanning bed. I think tanning bed would just be easier.
Yeah, maybe.
62% said tanning bed.
Yeah.
But let me tell you something. I know somebody who used to work at a tanning bed, and they said that every single time certain people come in, they leave feces on the tanning bed. So every single time, it's like they're laying on the bed and they get so comfortable. And they said usually it's men. That men or...
We have no control. We have no control.
Well, and these were older men. Like older men. It wasn't always men. There were women too. But usually it was older men would come in and they would get so comfortable on the tanning bed that they would leave fecal poop. It would be coming out. And so the people who work at the tanning bed place, they have to clean up after that.
Well, they have to clean up every time anyway.
But they said it happens all the time.
I've never been comfortable enough to where I poop myself.
I know.
If I'm about to poop myself, I'm not comfortable.
You're clenching that thing up.
It's not comfort involved. It's an emergency situation.
I don't know if it's like the heat.
I don't know. Maybe they just can't control them.
I don't know. But they said it's common.
Peeing, but I don't know what the word is when you.
I don't either. But I would rather work at the tanning bed. It's 62% said tanning bed. Would you rather be mayor or police chief?
Dude, both of those are pretty bad. I'm going to say police chief.
Really?
Yeah, because the mayor, you got it's more political. Although police chief in a lot of places is very political too.
Yeah.
But I don't think the police chief does as much.
I'm going to say mayor. Just because, I don't want to be the police
chief. But see, the mayor is responsible for like the budget and all that stuff. Well, I guess the police chief is too. I don't know. I'm going to say police chief.
Mayor got 74% of the vote. So most people would rather be the mayor.
I think both of them would be pretty bad.
I think people are thinking of safety here. That, I don't know.
Yeah, being responsible for the safety of your community and stuff. That would be tough.
That would be very tough. You get a job at the mall. Would you rather work cleaning the food court or mall security? This one surprised me.
I'm going to say the food court.
I'm going to want to clean the food court too. I would rather clean the food court. But 66% said mall security.
Yeah, you just got a lot of punks at the mall.
But I think people are thinking, whether it's true or not, I think people were thinking they don't do much. And so that's why they chose it.
Could be the case.
I mean, I don't know.
I don't know.
Anytime I see them, they're just sitting at a desk.
Or they're walking around.
Or they're walking around. Usually they're sitting at a desk.
But then you get this few times that they have to do stuff, then...
Yeah, I wouldn't want to do mall security. I wouldn't want that pressure. Like if you find out somebody is shoplifting in the store, I'm assuming they're the ones that have to go in there. And I wouldn't want to do that. I think it would be harder than it seems. But 66% said that. Would you rather work for Amazon delivering packages or the post office delivering mail?
Probably the post office delivering mail.
The post office delivering mail, because I'm thinking it's not going to be like Amazon could be really, really heavy stuff.
And light. Oh, and the post office can be heavy too, but not as often.
Right. So 64% said the post office.
Yeah. Plus your hours could be a little bit better too.
Yeah.
Usually you're done by 5 or 6 o'clock.
Yeah, I think the post office would be better. Would you rather
Plus, if you get that driving route, you don't have to. You can just drive up and throw stuff in the mailbox. You don't have to walk.
Right.
You would like the walking route.
I would rather have a walking route. Would you rather have an Xbox or a PlayStation?
Now, I'd probably rather have a PlayStation.
I'm going to say PlayStation, just because
she doesn't know.
I know nothing, so I'm just just saying, I like the name PlayStation better. 74% said PlayStation, so
really?
so I'm on the winning team.
The only reason I say that is because, like, I have an Xbox, but I also have a computer. I play the games on a computer. Pretty much the same games are on the computer or on the Xbox. So it's like, well, I'm basically having the same thing to do both the same thing.
So why did you do that?
So, because there was a game on Xbox that wasn't on the computer.
Is it on the computer now?
No.
Oh, it still isn't. That's weird.
I don't think so.
That it never crossed over.
It might be. I don't know. I don't remember. But anyway, the PlayStation does have some exclusives that aren't on the PC or the Xbox. So it'd be better if I'd gotten the PlayStation.
Yeah.
Yeah. But,
we could always sell the Xbox.
We could. I might do that.
Would you rather eat...
Anybody interested in paying $400 for an Xbox?
Would you rather eat pumpkin pie for every meal in November or turkey for every meal in December?
Wow. I'm going to say turkey. Because it doesn't say how you have to have the turkey.
No.
It just says you have to have turkey.
Yeah, you can
so I could have hash, I could have
sandwiches,
I could have turkey salad, I could have turkey pie, you know, I could have all kinds of turkey
Yeah,
pie.
a turkey pot pie.
Yeah, I could have all kinds of stuff with turkey, but
pumpkin pie
pretty much
pumpkin
stuck
pie.
with just pumpkin pie.
Yeah,
I guess you could make ice cream out of it. That's about it.
64% said turkey for every meal in December.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I'd rather have the turkey.
Would you rather have fall-themed wedding with colorful leaves or a Christmas-themed wedding with decorated trees?
Oh, to Christmas. I think it'd be prettier.
I think they would both be beautiful.
Yeah. Fall would be pretty too.
I think fall would be gorgeous, but I'm going to pick Christmas.
Imagine white trees with lots of white lights for your wedding.
Oh, it would be beautiful. And you could dress up like a princess.
Yeah.
But 61% said they'd rather have fall.
Oh, really?
So
I mean, I
surprising.
can't imagine getting married in the winter. Well, I guess outside I wouldn't, but
it wouldn't have. It doesn't.
Yeah,
it
wouldn't
have to be outside. But yeah, that surprises me that many people would want fall. But maybe they don't want their wedding
to be in December.
To be in December, I don't know. Would you rather go apple picking in a picturesque orchard, or pumpkin picking in a massive pumpkin patch?
That's hard because I've been in an apple orchard. It's not as glamorous as it sounds. It's awful. I'm going to say the pumpkin patch.
I'm going to say the pumpkin patch too.
Because what happens is the apples, when you're picking them that time of year, all the apples, they fall on the ground and they're all mushy and half rotten and you're stepping on them. And
yeah, we've done both.
It's not as nice as you think.
75% said apple picking.
It's because they've never done it.
I just like pumpkins more. I just like pumpkins.
Well, you got a big field. You go out there, you pick the one you want, you cut it, you carry it back. Actually, you don't even cut it anymore. They cut it for you. You just pick it up.
It's just sitting there in the field. You just pick out which one you want. Would you rather take a scenic fall foliage road trip or go on a hayride through a corn maze?
Probably the hayride. I say that only because it'll be over quicker.
I'll say hayride too because I don't want to be in the car
for that long.
Yeah. So yeah.
The scenic route means kind of back roads.
It means back roads. It means country roads. That means no. That means I want to be out of the car as soon as possible.
Especially riding with our daughter that drives like 100 miles per hour on these little country roads.
So I'm gonna pick. Yeah, I'm gonna pick the hayride where it's slow.
We'll ride with her to Lexington. She goes the back roads, and I swear I'll look over at her. and She's the little skull and devil from the Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. I swear that's what she looks like.
87% said they would rather take the scenic fall foliage. Yeah, scenic, you're thinking slow. Yeah, that's not what it would be with Ashley. We've tried to go look at Christmas.
Deer.
We've tried to look at Christmas lights with Ashley.
You try to film them. It's like, chong, chong.
It's like I can't film this because she's like gone. It's hilarious.
She'll go, ooh, that's pretty.
Yeah.
She's gone.
Yeah. Where? Yeah. Hilarious. Okay. Would you rather have a turkey that's perfectly roasted or deep fried to golden perfection?
I've had them deep fried before, and I've had them roasted.
I'm so glad you're answering this then.
I've had Bob Biega used to deep fry them all the time at school.
Uh-huh.
I can never really tell the difference. The skin's a little crisper on the deep fried ones, but there's only so much skin.
Uh-huh.
But the inside, like Tammy's turkeys are always super moist inside. I've never had an issue with hers being dry, like
Thank
ever.
You. No, we haven't.
So I'm gonna say roasted. Although if you really like that crispy skin, it would be nice to have that crispy skin.
But like you said, when it's gone, it's gone.
Yeah, I still think I'll say roasted because I like the flavors and stuff.
I'm glad you said that. Because there were several people that commented on this one that said, if you're saying roasted, then you've never had one that's deep fried.
I have.
Well, that's not true.
I used to have them
Kevin's
like every year, like for 5 or 6 years in a row.
Yeah. I would rather
And they would do
roasted.
all that. I would hate to say this. They would do all that injecting flavors and injecting all this stuff.
And it's not necessary.
And then you would get it and it's like, it just tastes like turkey. I mean,
yeah, it's
it just
totally
tastes like
not
whatever.
necessary.
Now, I do have to admit the skin is better. If you can get, because I love the skin on a turkey.
Yeah.
The skin is better when you deep fry because it's a good and crispy like you get at a chicken restaurant. But like I said, once the skin's gone, you're just left with turkey. So yeah, I think it's roasted just as good.
Well, 67% said roasted.
Yeah.
Would you rather spend the entire fall season without pumpkin spice or apple cider?
No, either one of them. Honestly, I don't really crave either one.
Yeah.
I'll say pumpkin spice, but I mean, really, I don't.
You'd rather spend it without
pumpkin spice. Yeah.
I think I would rather spend it without apple cider because
I don't eat or drink either one of those really regularly. So.
Well, we buy the stuff because we do the food reviews.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But it's
if
just
we
an
did
individual.
not do food reviews, it's not something that like you hear about all these people running to Starbucks for all the pumpkin spice. We're not those people.
Or buying pumpkin pies for desserts.
No, we're not those people.
Yeah.
But
and apple cider, I couldn't tell you the last time I just bought it for myself.
Right, no.
Never. Or a very long time
This
ago.
was very close. 52% said apple cider, 48% said pumpkin spice. Honestly, if we didn't have the channel review and stuff, nothing would change. We would have the same things year round probably, and nothing would ever change. Would you rather have a big feast with endless sides or endless desserts?
I'm going to say sides.
I'm going to say sides too, even though I love desserts.
I love the dessert, but by the time I get to the dessert, I'm so full, I really don't want a lot of dessert anyway.
Right. So 69% said endless sides.
Yeah.
I do love desserts though. But you're right, because I put like for Thanksgiving, I got a piece of cake and I got 2 Oreo balls. Well, I only ate 1 Oreo ball and I put the other one back because my mind said, you want this, but then my body couldn't eat that much because I had eaten a big meal. So I would rather have the sides. Okay. Would you rather go for a nature hike to enjoy the fall foliage or stay indoors with a warm cup of cocoa and a good book?
Oh, you know which one I'm going to pick. I'm staying inside.
And I'd rather go for the hike just because I like getting my steps in.
You also like fall.
But I like fall too. I like to see the colors. I like the smells. I like the crisp air. It's not too hot. It's not too cold. I really do like fall.
Yeah, I'd rather be in the house. I don't like a walk anytime.
but I would be completely content
being in the house reading.
Yeah, as long as I'd already got my steps in. Yeah, I couldn't relax and read until I've got my steps in. 54% said stay inside. 46% said go on a hike. Would you rather have a pet turkey that you can't eat or a pumpkin that never rots?
Now, what am I going to do with a pet turkey? I'm going to say the pumpkin.
I'm going to say the pumpkin. Pumpkin that never rots. 67% said a pumpkin that never rots.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you live on a farm, turkeys would be cool, but...
No. My sister...
I mean, I wouldn't want a pet anything.
My sister had chickens. She had turkey. She doesn't have any. She doesn't have those anymore. She has bigger animals now, but she doesn't have any birds like that. And I just wouldn't want them.
I wouldn't
want them full with them. Would you rather have a large family meal served, buffet style, or formal sit-down dinner?
Probably buffet style. That way I can pick what I want. I'm not being served a certain a plate that has certain things on it that I may or may not like.
Right.
I'd rather have the buffet where I can just go there and get what I want.
Well, I'm assuming if it's a formal sit-down dinner,
that's a certain.
I know that we have money, and
no, not necessarily.
I think those people have money that do that.
Not necessarily.
If you're having people serve you,
well, yeah, but you could go to a restaurant.
Like Downton Abbey, they're serving you.
You could go to a restaurant and be served a meal.
Okay, but like on the cruise, we enjoyed being served.
Yeah, but we got some choice, and also I didn't like some of the choices that I had.
But you also really liked being able to pick your own up off the buffet.
I'd much rather go to the buffet.
Yeah, that's true.
In my shorts, and not have to get dressed up.
That's true. I'm going with the minority here. I'm gonna say formal sit-down dinner just because I like that bougie stuff.
Yeah.
Buffet style got 77%, and I get it. I totally get it. Honestly, I would like it either way. I like food, so just give me the food. But I'm gonna say formal sit-down for my answer. Okay. Let's see. Pictures. Okay. Would you rather have a Christmas tree with no presents or presents with no tree?
Probably the presents with no tree.
I'll say presents with no tree.
Because they're not necessarily my presents, they're presents to other people.
Right. 63% said presents with no tree. Yeah. Okay. Would you rather have a white Christmas or a green Christmas?
If I'm staying at home, then I don't mind the white. Because I don't mind. I like snow. Snow's pretty. I just don't want to drive in it.
Right.
But then again, I got family coming over, so they'd have to drive in it. So I'd rather have a green Christmas.
I'd rather have a green Christmas too. But 72% said a white Christmas.
It's nice if you don't think about the drive. See, we overthink things. If you don't think about the safety and all that stuff and having to drive.
I think about the safety, and it's really pretty, but it's also dangerous, and so I don't.
If it wasn't on the road and it was just on the grass, I would say white Christmas.
Right, then it's real pretty. Okay, would you rather have a Christmas without snow or a Christmas without presents?
Without snow.
Without snow. 81% said without snow. Which would you rather attend? A Christmas party or a New Year's Eve party?
Probably a Christmas party.
Christmas party,
because I think
definitely.
that's more food centered, a Christmas party, and then the other one's more alcohol
drinking.
centered.
Yes. So I'm gonna say Christmas party too. It's 71% said Christmas party. Would you rather eat candy canes or gingerbread cookies?
I like just all the time.
I'm going to say gingerbread cookies.
I probably will too, because I think the candy canes would get old after a while.
Well, if I don't like the candy cane shape. I mean, it's real cute, but it's a pain to eat. So if it were different, like the mints, the flavors, the little
disc.
Yeah, I would take those over the gingerbread
cookies.
But
it says candy canes.
But it specifically said canes. Yeah, I don't want a candy cane, so I'm going to pick the cookies. 79% said cookies. Would you rather have a Christmas tree without any lights or ornaments?
I'd rather have it without lights.
You'd rather have it with a dark tree with ornaments?
Yeah, because but then you're just thinking, I've got a tree with lights in it, but there's nothing else on it.
I know.
So
I'd rather have.
I'm thinking during the day.
I'd rather have it without ornaments.
So I'd rather have it without lights.
Yeah, because during the day.
Because during the day I can see the ornaments perfectly fine. I don't need lights. The only time you really need the lights is at night. Right. And you can't really see the light. Well, you can see the lights during the day. So I'd rather just have the ornaments.
Okay.
Think about the trees that they have in a lot of department stores and stuff. Some of those don't have lights. They're just ornaments.
Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah. Well, you are in the minority because most people would rather have a tree without ornaments.
Yeah, they just want the lights.
So 82% said they'd rather have it without ornaments. And then the question for tonight is, and so I won't be able to give you percentages for this one. For November 30th, would you rather drink eggnog or hot chocolate?
Oh, eggnog.
Eggnog. We're both gonna.
Calories were no issue. No.
When I asked that question, I thought Kevin and I are both gonna say eggnog, but I'm guessing right now the majority of people that answer this will probably say hot chocolate.
Maybe.
Because I think a lot more people like hot chocolate than they do eggnog. Yeah. But we just absolutely love eggnog, and that would be something.
And I've never been a hot chocolate person. The only time I ever drank hot chocolate was when I was finished shoveling snow and Mom would make me a cup.
Yeah, when you get really, really cold.
You know, beyond that, I really don't drink hot chocolate.
Right, no, we don't drink hot chocolate. No, you're right. It's when you've gotten really, really cold, and then it's like a special thing.
But nowadays, I'd just get a cup of coffee if I was really cold.
Exactly. Yeah, we would go. So we don't buy hot chocolate or anything like that. So thank you very much to everybody who participated for answering these questions. We always have fun with it, and I'll try to keep it going as long as I can. You may have noticed that I didn't say the word Thanksgiving for November. I said big dinners, big meals, holiday gatherings, and that's because I have people in other countries. You know, the UK doesn't have Thanksgiving, so
either just Asia or.
But now, like Canada does have Thanksgiving. Yeah. Canada's Thanksgiving though was in October. They were in October, where we're in November. So I try to not say the word Thanksgiving, and then everybody can picture a large family gathering. So, but Christmas is coming, so I'm going to try to ask a lot of questions that are related to Christmas, and that should be a lot of fun. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you again at the end of December.